I still remember the look on her face, the receptionist at the clinic in southern Spain. Confused, polite, but firm. No insurance, no treatment. Lo siento. And I just stood there, in pain, sweating, holding my side like something inside me was about to burst. A few days earlier, I'd been cliff diving with some friends I'd met at the hostel. You know, one of those spontaneous, we'll laugh about this later, travel moments. Except, the landing wasn't clean. I hit the water hard, knocked the wind out of me, felt a jolt through my ribs. But I was still breathing, so I figured, hey, I'm good. Fast forward to 3 days later, and I couldn't even get out of bed without feeling like I was being stabbed. I hobbled to a local clinic, waited an hour, only to be told they wouldn't see me unless I had the right kind of insurance. My credit card travel coverage didn't count. The receptionist actually squinted at my card and said, "We don't take that." That's when the panic set in. You never really think about how fragile your body is until it starts to fail in a place where no one is obligated to help. And when you're alone, with no family nearby, in a country where your Spanish tops out at dos cervezas, poor favor, it hits different. I left the clinic and sat on a bench across the street. It was one of those weirdly warm evenings where everything smells like seawater and cigarette smoke. And I just sat there, trying not to cry. Not because of the pain, although that was bad, but because I felt so stupid. Stupid for thinking I didn't need real travel insurance. Stupid for assuming everything would just work out. Stupid for risking my health on a budget and a prayer. Then I remembered something. A friend back home, Anna, had once mentioned this site she used. She called it her travel insurance hack. I'd even screenshotted the name. Auras.insure. I dug through my photos, found the screenshot, and pulled it up. Honestly, I didn't expect much. I thought it'd be like one of those compare all providers' sites with a million confusing options. But it was actually simple. I picked the country I was in, added some basic info, and it gave me solid options, real policies that worked for that clinic, right there in Spain. I signed up for one that kicked in instantly. It even had direct filling, which meant they could charge the insurance, not me. I walked back into that same clinic 20 minutes later. Same receptionist. Same polite smile. But this time when I handed her the policy on my phone, she nodded. 10 minutes later, I was being seen. Turned out I had a cracked rib and some internal bruising. Not life-threatening, but something that could have gotten a lot worse if I'd waited. And here's the part one didn't expect. When the doctor asked why I waited so long to come in, I told him the truth. I couldn't afford it. He just nodded and said, "A lot of people think they're covered when they're not." That stuck with me. Traveling is amazing, it really is. But when you're out there on your own, hopping trains or surfing beaches or hiking volcanoes, the smallest twist, literally a twist of your ankle, can become a logistical nightmare. My little YLO trip could have ended a lot worse. And honestly, I don't even blame the clinic. They weren't being cold. They just can't afford to treat tourists for free. Would we expect that at home? Since then, I don't leave the country without checking auras first. I know it sounds like I'm selling something, but I'm really not. It just saved me once, like actually saved me, and now I tell people because I wish someone had told me sooner. It's not expensive, and it takes like 5 minutes. I just pop on the site before I go, grab a plan that covers stuff I might actually need, not just lost baggage and delays, and I travel easier knowing I won't be stranded in some ER parking lot hoping Google Translate can fix my body.
So yeah.
If you're planning a trip, especially if you're adventurous or solo, do yourself a favor. Find something that'll back you up if things go sideways. Auras.insure worked for me. It might work for you too. I'll drop the link in the description in case you want to check it out. No pressure. Just don't wait until you're doubled over on a bench in Spain to start thinking about it. Trust me on that.